In this pro analysis, we're going to take a look at Min-Woo Lee, who just won for the first time on the PGA Tour last week. Great golf swing, but I want to talk about what we see in Min-Woo Lee's swing that helps him produce the speed that he's able to generate. And we know that there's different ways to produce speed in the golf swing. You have your arm and hand movement. You have vertical movement that can contribute to speed. You have rotational movement that can contribute to speed. But depending upon the player, they use those different areas in different ways. So one of the things that Min-Woo Lee does so well is the rotation of his pelvis, the lower body movement. And I've got 3 trackers pulled up to exemplify that. We have his pelvis turn, his pelvis lift, and his pelvis sway. So I want all of you to take a look at the 2D video on the left-hand side. If we go ahead and run through the swing, we can see that he creates great width in the backswing. As he's rotating, he stays very centered with his lower body. As he transitions down, we can see, again, not a big shift. And we'll go into these numbers here in a second. Great rotation, lots of rotation coming into impact. And now let's dissect what that might look like in the numbers themselves. So if we go ahead and take him from address to the top, we can see that he's got 34 degrees of pelvis turn. He's only got 0.1 inches of drop or negative lift. So he's only gone down with his pelvis 0.1 inches, which is basically nothing. And pelvis sway, only 0.4 inches to his trail side. So that's, again, even though it's green, it's on the low side of what we see as an average on tour. So Min-Woo does not drop really at all and does not really move a whole lot to his trail side. He has a very centered pivot with his pelvis. Now, here's where he's able to create so much speed coming through impact. If we go ahead and start down, we can see staying very centered still, only 0.2 inches of sway towards the target at this point in time where the lead arm is parallel to the ground. Now, what I want everybody to pay attention to here is when the club gets horizontal to the ground, he's 0.9 inches up, so he's only moved up just a shade under an inch, which is, again, on the lower side. He hasn't moved a whole lot towards the lead side with the pelvis either, but what he's done by this point, if I click on pelvis turn, and we go look at that DCH, there we go. If we go to DCH, he's at 35 degrees rotated open, where the average we see at this point in time is between 16 and a half, 17, and 28 and a half to 29 degrees. So he is significantly more open at this point in time in his swing than what we see as an average on tour. And when he gets to impact, we can see here he's at 52 degrees open at impact. And if we compare that to the tour average is between 43 and 32. So therefore, he creates most of his speed through turn. We can see a tremendous amount of turn with the lower body, which is leading to that speed generating out into the club head. So congratulations to Min-Woo Lee on his win this past week. Now we took a deep dive into his pelvis movement. We could see very centered pivot, gets a lot of his speed from turn, and that's how he's able to generate that through the rest of his body and out into the club. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And again, always head over to the App Store and download Sportsbox AI so that you can do an analysis just like this on your own swing.